Hey y'all, and thanks for coming through. I'm Star, of course. This is ascendstar Tarot, and this is going to be today's energy for the 16th of November. As always, keep in mind that time is fluid. It can happen anywhere around the 16th. It can happen anywhere during the month. Whenever this alignment happens again, it can definitely be relevant. So, yeah, time is fluid. So, with that being said, it is a day of stability. It is definitely the number four. So this is, like kind of a day of management and hard work, like keeping things together. It's about structure. It's about actual discipline, and it's also about watching things that you have put into effect. It's about watching those things being able to uh, become stable, like seeing things like take ground, right? So, our energy, of course, we know we're still in Scorpio season, so it's definitely still Pluto going on. With Pluto going on, we know it's all about transformation, letting go of the old, feeling empowered. Um, Basically, seeing how it is that we can grow. You know what I'm saying? Letting go of past hurt, like past relationships, things that just dragged us down. Definitely time to transform and get rid of those things. Now, the cool thing about today, again, we are still in Jupiter. We're still the moon itself is actually in Jupiter. So we know that Sagittarius energy. So it's all about dreaming big, wisdom, being abundant, life, life in the way you know it is kind of changing. Like how you operate is actually changing at this time, and it's Monday. Oh, that's a drag of a day, right? But one thing I can always say about Monday, if you are in corporate America, then you already know it's going to be busy because you were closed on the weekend, and now everybody has had a chance to think about what they need to do and how they need to do it, and Monday is the day to get it done, right? So you already know to expect the busyness and the rush of the day. So that is intuition. You already know that's going to happen. So go ahead and prepare yourself for that. Being prepared is half the battle because once you already know what to expect, you already know how to handle it. So you don't let the day get to you. Right? Right. Also on Mondays, a lot of things happen along with the moon. You know what I'm saying? Like Monday is a representation of the moon. Like that is the planet that is associated with it. So it's kind of a moody day. Like you don't know you know what to expect, but then again you don't know what to expect because like we've had 48 hours off. A lot happens. So yeah, that's kind of like the whole flow of the day. Um, and For some of us, a lot of us, we're off on the weekend. And it's a rut first of all, it's a rut to work 5 days a week and then just be off for two. I don't know about anybody else, but that sucks. How anybody else thinks, but I think that sucks. And then on top of that, we have like after Sunday, you really just get one day off. You get one day off, and then the next day you're preparing to go back to work. So it's kind of a drag for your mood to be interrupted anyway, right? So, um, we're kind of attached to our freedom. so we have an emotional attachment to home and being free. So that also brings in some Monday blues. Just keeping all of those things in mind helps you to operate better. When you're mindful of why you think the way that you think, then you can actually change it, right? So that brings us into our chakra because it's basically the grounding energy. It's our root chakra. Like, how do we ground? How do we think? Um, who are we at the core of us? Like, who are we? Like, who do we know that we are? Basically, it's speaking more of stability. The the number of the day is four anyway. So it's like that root chakra is really coming in and bringing more energy to that vibe of stability. Like, it's at the root, like where everything comes from. So that is the basic energy of the day. And I feel like, once again, the cards for the day um, definitely resonates with that. So, of course, I usually try to get like three cards, like now that I've started this again. But I I don't pull the cards, like I take jumpers. So these were cards that just fell out, all of them. So if the energy comes, it's the energy to be read. So we got to get it out, right? So um, basically, the first card that came out was the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups tells me that there are high and exciting offers coming in. They're very emotional. Um, it could be like a love offer. It could be something that you've been waiting for the longest. It's just like, um, I feel like some of you have like just been praying for it and trying to manifest it, and you've been like passionate about it. And I feel like now, whatever it is that you're trying to do, it is about to take off. It's like you've put in a lot of work. I feel like you've been calling out to spirit a lot um in order to make these things happen. If you haven't been if you haven't been calling out the spirit been calling out to you. Like, it's definitely been some type of communication, um, of another realm here. I feel like life is basically really opening up for you. I think in yesterday's energy we had like the Eight of Wands, and I feel the Eight of Wands energy, like with this Knight of Cups. I don't know why, but I feel like it's gonna come. It's gonna come. It's gonna come in like real quick. Like, it's a breakthrough. Like, some of you, your love life is changing. Like, what it is that you're expecting, what it is that you want. Like, that is changing for you, and you are going for those things. Like, the Wheel of Fortune is here, and for me, like, the Wheel of Fortune, I don't care what kind of reading I pull it in. The Wheel of Fortune is always like the focus or the focal point for me. So that tells me that this is a new cycle in your life. The Wheel of Fortune for me is like, it's like a destiny card. It's the beginning of something new. It's the beginning of something exciting. Like, if you look at all the cards surrounding it, it's like the Knight of Cups. That's a rush of excitement, a rush of good news, a love offer that's coming in. Be careful, because I feel like there's some kind of like sneaky kind of vibe here. Like, maybe you think there's like something sneaky going on, but and that's just because I see the rat in the card. But the rat can like mean like different things. Like, like it's a bunch of clutter that's like in your mind. Like, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, like, maybe before, like, all of the things that you were passionate about, like, they weren't really coming through. Like, you weren't really able to. I don't know why I'm feeling like communication could have like been an issue, and that's why your passions weren't able to like come through. It's like there were some things that you just had to be able to get through, and that Wheel of Fortune is basically here saying that you've been able to get through these things. You have been working very, very hard. I feel like there's a lot of skills that you have had, And you've continued to build on them. And I see that you've been working for a long time and you continue to work. That's when it comes to life. That's when it comes to love. That's when it comes to money. That's when it comes to career. I feel like for a lot of you right now, you are focusing on just like abundance and like a happy home. I feel like so I never really see this. So it's almost like, so like I was saying, like the rat has many different, many like different ways that you can take it, but this rat is just like calling out to me. Like I feel like when it comes to your love life, like I feel like it's a lot of chaos that you gotta like work through. Like it hasn't like been the best, or there's like some jealousy or like something of that nature. And even when it comes to your career, like it's like so I see that you're able to work hard, but I also see that as you're working hard, it's like jealousy and things that are like going on, like sneakiness, like so it's a yin and a yang to everything. So while on one side the rat is showing like somebody that's like real independent, and I feel like this is you if you're watching. I feel like you're like really independent and you do anything that you need to do in order to get where you need to go, but it's some things that need to be released. It's some people that need to be released, that they are like rats. They have the dirty side, the filthy side. Um it's like the yin and the yang. Like really, it's like you're no longer on the filthy side. I hope that makes sense. Or you're able to see the filth, so you really don't want to be around it anymore. You're like just like clearing house. And I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune card that's coming around, and the reason I'm saying you don't want to be around the filth anymore is because the cat is here, right? Um, and the cats usually chase the rats away, right? Or the cats kill the rat, like So I feel like there is a growth, uh, sort of like a. I can't say sort of like, because there definitely is growth that is here, and that's basically what that Wheel of Fortune is showing us. Like this is time to think big. Everything that you thought coulda, shoulda, woulda been, the destiny, the goal, what you set out to do, it's definitely in the making, and you're seeing what it is that you need to let go of. Um, and I feel like you're definitely on the right path. But be careful. Be careful with the rat around, with that rat energy around. Like, don't overdo it, because you'll do anything to do what it is that you need to do. But you want to make sure that you're making wise decisions along the way. But I feel like you will with that Wheel of Fortune and this Ten of Cups. Like, this is great energy for today. So I definitely hope you have a great day. If you have not yet, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, because you don't want to miss tomorrow's energy.